The hum of my generator was a familiar lullaby, trying to drown out the perpetual Lagos noise outside my Yaba apartment. It was a Tuesday evening, another long day slogging through lines of code, and I was staring at the blinking cursor on my laptop, feeling a hollow ache that had become my constant companion. Amara, my girlfriend of 2 years, was asleep in the next room. We lived together, but lately it felt more like existing side by side. The spark, the laughter, the easy trust, it had all faded, replaced by a quiet resentment I could not shake. I knew I had not loved her like I used to. Not since, well, not since things changed between us. And then my phone buzzed. A name I had not seen in years flashed on the screen. Aisha. My high school ex. My heart hammered. Aisha. The girl who broke up with me in high school because I was, in her words, an immature mess. We only dated for 3 months, but she would left a permanent mark. Her text was simple. Hey stranger, long time no see. How have you been? I typed back, my fingers trembling slightly. We chatted for a bit, reminiscing, laughing at old jokes. She suggested we meet up, just for a quick catch-up, at a quiet cafe in Lekki. I knew it was wrong. I had Amara, but the thought of seeing Aisha again, of feeling that old spark, was a pull I could not resist. I told Amara I was going out for a quick drink with a friend from work. The lie felt heavy in my mouth, but the anticipation of Aisha pushed it down. Meeting Aisha was like stepping into a time machine, but with a better version of ourselves. She was still radiant, her laughter still infectious, but now with a quiet confidence that was captivating. We talked for hours about everything and nothing. Her career, my tech startup dreams, our families. I found myself drawn to her honesty, her easy smile. When I got back to the Yaba apartment, the generator still humming, the air felt thick with my secret. Amara was awake, scrolling on her phone. She barely looked up. We exchanged a few tired words, and as I lay beside her, all I could think about was Aisha. Her eyes, her voice, the way she made me feel alive. Guilt gnawed at me, but it was a distant echo against the roaring desire to see Aisha again. The next few weeks were a blur of internal conflict. I would text Aisha when Amara was out, our conversations growing deeper, more personal. We talked about how much we would changed, how we understood each other differently now. Meanwhile, my interactions with Amara felt like a performance. Every touch, every forced smile, every I love you felt like a betrayal. During intimacy, my mind would drift, painting Aisha's face over Amara's. The guilt was suffocating, but the thought of a life without Aisha felt even worse. Nah, she was back, and I felt like I had a second chance, if only I was brave enough to take it. The traffic on Third Mainland Bridge, usually a source of frustration, became a metaphor for my jammed thoughts. One evening, Amara came home with news. Her mother was coming to Lagos next month, and she wanted us to start planning for our engagement. My blood ran cold. Engagement. Marriage. The words felt like shackles. I looked at her, truly looked at her, and realized the love was not there anymore. It was not fair to her, and it certainly was not fair to me. The next day, I called Aisha. We met again, this time at a small beach bar in Lekki. The ocean breeze, a welcome relief. I confessed everything, my feelings for Amara, the growing distance, the reawakened feelings for her. I apologized for my past immaturity. She listened, her gaze steady. Chike, she said softly, people change. We both have. That night, I knew what I had to do. Breaking up with Amara was one of the hardest things I have ever done. Her pain was palpable, and my own heart ached for the hurt I caused. She cried, she shouted, she asked why. I had no easy answers, only the truth. I could not give her the love she deserved anymore. The apartment felt empty after she moved her things out, a hollow space where our shared life used to be. The generator still hummed, but it no longer felt like a lullaby. It was just noise. I spent days in quiet reflection, wrestling with the guilt, but also an undeniable sense of relief. I reached out to Aisha again, cautiously. We agreed to take things slow, to really get to know each other, the new versions of ourselves. There were no guarantees, no grand pronouncements, just the quiet hope of a second chance. built on honesty and the lessons learned from a past that refused to stay buried. It was a terrifying, exhilarating step into the unknown, but for the first time in a long while, I felt like I was finally walking towards something real.